Hi everyone, it's Cathy from Chalking with Cathy, and today I want to do a cute little transfer with you from Chalk Couture called Vintage Truck. I am an independent designer for Chalk Couture and I love this product, so I want to share it with you today. The Vintage Truck transfer is a 9 by 11 transfer, and it comes as one piece, as you can see here. There's a little line that goes down the center of it that I've already cut in half, and you can cut it apart so that it's actually a two-part transfer. You're going to do this bottom part, the main part, with one color, your main color, your color that you want your truck to be, and then you're going to lay this over the top of it and use another color of chalk paste, and it's going to turn out really cute. My board today that I'm using is a board that my husband made me. It is just a wooden board that I didn't paint the back yet, and I painted it with Rust-Oleum's black chalkboard paint. It's easy to use. I love this chalkboard paint. I've been using it for a couple of years, and honestly, I use it on everything. And it can either be a chalkboard when you get done, or it's just the color of that I use in my decor. I just love that color. He drilled a couple of holes in it that I'm going to be adding some ribbon to it. And when I got done, when the paint had dried and everything, in order to use it with the transfers that we have, and that it doesn't ruin your transfers because the paint can lift on the sticky part of the transfers, you want to wax it. So I use Johnson's Men wax to wax it with. Put it on, rub it all over, leave it for about 15 minutes, and then just lightly buff it so that it has a nice feel to it. Now, we're going to start out with this transfer here, and before I started, I got a little line that I put here. You can't see, it's just a little tiny pencil line, but I can see it to put my truck transfer on so that whenever I put the top over it, I've actually got it where I want it on the board. Now, when I get done, I'm going to fill the bed of this truck with some little cute paper flowers that I have. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is peel your transfer from the backing. Now, anytime that you have a transfer that you're going to be using, you want to write the back on the back of it so that whenever you take it apart, you actually have, when you get done and clean the transfer, you put it back on this backing, and it is how you store it. This will keep these transfers in really good shape for a long time, and you can use them over and over and over again. I've used a couple of mine so many times that I just can't believe they're still going. It's that great. Okay, so as you can see, these transfers have this white portion here is actually a nice silk screen. I don't know if you can see all those little squares in it or not, but that's what lets the ink get through and makes the such a pretty crisp image when you get done. So we're going to position this. Now, I've already done this, but the first time that you use it, you want to put this on a towel and just press it down good, and then take it off, especially if you're not using a Chalk Couture board. And pull your transfer back up, and this is what's called fuzzing, and this is just a microfiber Dollar Tree towel that I picked up that fuzzes really well. Okay, so now we're gonna position it. That looks good to me. Now you want to start at the center and then smooth out to the edges, and that way you'll should be able to keep from getting any kind of wrinkles in it, especially on long or large transfers. If you start at the center and work out, you can keep that from happening. Now you want to go around all the edges of this transfer and make sure they're pressed down really well. That's so that there's no bleeding under it, the screen itself, the transfer, and but if there is, you can fix it. They're very simple to fix. This is the Chalkology paste. This is the 3-ounce size. These are the new sizes, but I still have some 2 ounces I'm going to be using with projects that you'll see, but this is the new 3-ounce size. Gorgeous. This is called Tai Teal. Isn't that yummy? I mean, it's pretty. So the first thing you want to do whenever you're using the chalk paste, and this is the first time I've used this, is to stir it up real good. And it's really creamy. It should look like the consistency of yogurt when you're done. Or some people say canned icing. I think it's a little thinner than canned icing, but I like it like that. So next, this is an angled squeegee that could be used for almost any size transfer that you have. I mean, you've got a large size here, a little medium size, another angle here, another here. I mean, there's all sorts of angles to fit all the different transfers that we have. However, if you feel like this might be a little too large for some of the transfers that you're using, you can always get the small one, which I have here, that I have cut. This is the size of the small squeegee, and the squeegee part is on one side. I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again. This way I have two different sizes of squeegee that I can use. This for the small ones, the small transfers, and this for the medium transfers that I use. I really use this one a lot. This one is very nice. It just seems a little bulky in my hands. I honestly love these, but I mean, it's all a matter of preference, and you know, it's like paintbrushes. Which brushes do you like the best? Well, I have a variety that I really like. So put your chalk on your transfer. Then just pull it across. And fill up the screen nicely. Just keep going. It doesn't take a lot of chalk for this, but it does take a little bit to get across this. This is a fairly large open screen, so there's a lot of area here that has to be filled up. I love this product. It is so simple to use, and in no time you have got some of the cutest artwork to put in your home. You can customize it any way you want. You can take different transfers and put them together to come up with different kinds of artwork. I'll be showing you some of the different things that I'm doing. When you get it all on there, just go across your screen. And take off the excess. Put it back in your jar. Then we're going to remove the transfer. This is a real simple process. I don't really like that I didn't get it off very good. I got a line there. So let's get that line out. That's another thing about these transfers. When you're pulling them up, if you don't like how it looks, put it back down, put some more paste on it. You start at a corner, then pull from the side all the way across. And there you go, voila, you've got the base of your truck. This is the base of your truck. Now, you can't go any further until this dries. So one of the easy things to do is let's close this paste up so it doesn't get dry. Take a blow dryer to it and dry it off. I just happen to have one right here. Just on low. And there you go. It's dry. Actually, still a little tacky. Okie doke. Oops, my dryer went back on. That's weird. Now I'm going to clean this squeegee, whoops, with a Clorox wipe. Doesn't have to be Clorox, it could be any disinfectant wipe that you pick up. A lot of times I don't have these on hand. My husband went and picked them up for me, so that's why I have these. But just wipe it off. Cleanup's very simple. That's it. And we're going to move on to the next part. The next part is the top layer of the truck. And I can't wait to do this because I know it's going to be so cute. Okay, now let me get this apart, which is my hardest part, I tell you. I don't know why I have such a hard time doing these. If anybody knows a secret to it, put it in the comments below and let me know. I'm telling you. Oh goodness, this could be the whole video of me trying to pull apart a transfer. Okay, got it. Wow. Started at a corner, pull from side to side. Okay, I'm going to, again, fuzz it. This one has a lot of transfer to it, so you really want to make sure you fuzz it because it could stick to the board and be really hard to pull off. All right. Still pretty sticky, so what I'm going to do is turn it over and do it again. Okay, feels a little better. All right, now these are easy. They're made to go together, so simply put them, you can see what you did before right through so that you get it positioned just right. Like I said, start in the center, work out to the edges, and you shouldn't get any wrinkles in it. That should be the easy way to do it. When you start, it's just best to start in the center. All right, now I'm just going to kind of go over this a little bit just to make sure all my areas are down good so it doesn't bleed under it. Okay, now this portion I'm going to do with white Chalkology paste. And this one is still one of the 2-ounce jars that I have. And I've been using it a lot, and there's still a lot left. I mean, this stuff lasts forever, it seems like. I mean, if I did 100 projects, maybe I would have used it up by now. And it does get kind of dry around the edges. Just make sure you stir it up really good when you use it the first time that day. Mix it all up real well. And these little plastic stirrers I got, I forgot to tell you about that. They're little makeup spatulas, and you can get them at Amazon. They're real easy. I'll leave a link for this. You want the consistency of yogurt. Then you just put it on your, I think I got a little too much here, on your transfer. And wipe it off your fingertips so you don't get it on everything. Then you just spread it across. Over the entire board. And like I said, this is one of the larger transfers, so it does take a little bit more. It has a little more open spaces than what I've done in the past. All right, now we're going to smooth it out, just run across it, take off the excess, put it back in the jar, and just keep doing that. By putting the excess back in the jar, you're saving it for another project. That way you don't have any waste. And let's face it, when you're doing crafts, it's really nice when you've got something that uses every last little bit. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So again, start at a corner, pull it up from the center. And voila, there you go. Isn't that adorable? I mean, how cute is that? And I'm basically putting this in a pan of water over here off the side so that the chalk doesn't dry on the screen print. And now all I have to do is just wait for it to dry. Cute, don't you think? I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, when it dries, I'm just going to let it dry on its own this time. I have these cute little paper flowers here that I'll be putting with a little dot of glue into it. There's all different kinds. And I'll show you the finished project on my Chalkin' with Cathy page, which you can find on Facebook. Chalkin' with Cathy on Facebook. That's the group, and I have lots of tips, tricks, techniques, and projects there for you. I'm going to fill this bed up pretty full with all different colors of flowers, and when it's done, I'll put some cute little ribbon to hang it by in the holes that my hubby drilled there. And I got a little piece of chalk there. That's what's so great about this project. It's very forgiving. Just wipe it off. And that's it for today. Remember, if you'd like to get the transfers, the chalk paste, the squeegees, everything, I sell them in my shop at www.vintagepaintandmore.chalkcouture.com. And you can pick up all the products there to make this cute little vintage truck. This would be adorable done with the Chalk Couture ink on a pillow. You could do it on a chalkboard that you actually ride on. You could put this on a cute little boy's dresser front. I mean, there is endless possibilities to use with this transfer. So farmhouse, so vintage, so cute. And you can use it over and over and over and over and over again. Be sure to check my blog post out at www.vintagepaintandmore.com and visit me in my group at Chalkin' with Cathy. That's it for today. Bye.